ALP to arrange data in a given array in the ascending order. So this is actually using RM LPC 1768. So the area name you can declare as a ascending or any name you can give, and it's a code type of area, and it is read only. Next line, and export space underscore underscore main. So next is underscore underscore main. So load or not with the address. So this is if you see the memory of this ARM Cortex M3, your RAM location starts from 0x100000. So 1 followed by 7 zeros. So this address you can take as the location where your data are storing, 5 data are storing. And since 5 data are storing, you move R1 with 5. And since we are going to arrange the data in ascending order, the first data should compare with the remaining 4 data. So the number of comparison should be n minus 1. Suppose n data are there, you have to compare with n minus 1. So here 5 data are there. So in order to do 4 comparison, subtract r1 value with 1. So subs r1 comma r1 comma 1 means subtract r1 content by 1 and store the answer again once again in r1 only. So now r1 content is actually now 4. So we have to arrange the data in ascending order using bubble sort method, where outer loop and inner loop will be there. So first we have to load that R1 is value is now 4, no? That 4 value you store it in R3 register. Once again, you have to load R0 with this address where we stored the RAM location address. Next, inner loop label. So all the labels should start without space. Okay, all instructions should we have at least one space should be there. So we are leaving one on tab for all the instructions. Labels are starting without any space in the beginning. In the inner loop, okay, we have LDR load R0, the content of R0. So this is within a bracket we have R0. In the R0 we have this much. Okay, this is the address present in the R0. So if you write within a bracket, then the content of this location, that is the data will go to R2. After this hash 4 indicates it is post increment. After transferring the data which is present in the location 0x10000000, because R0 is having that value, so it will the data present in 10000000, that data will go to R2. After transferring, R0 is incremented by 4. So R0 is post incremented by 4. Okay. After transfer, R0 is incremented by 4. You can see in the single step, once the data is transferred, after the transfer, R0 will be incremented by 4. So next, you have to load the new value of R0. Okay, R0 is incremented by 4 no. So you are going to get 10000004 will be there, and 10000004 content will be transferred to R4. So that means you have taken the first data in R2 and second data in R4. Okay, you can choose any register you want. Okay, R2 and R4 not at all used here. We've used R0, R3. So you can choose other registers. So you have taken in R2 first number, R4 second number. Now compare R4 with R2. So R4 and R2 are compared. I think R2 minus R4 will take place. Okay. Actually in the textbook it is shown that R4 minus R2 will take place. So but actually here if I do in the single step correction, I checked that actually if R2 now it is actually comparing R4 and R2 means the second number is present in R4. Okay, second number is present in R4. First number is present in R2. So if you compare R4 and R2, R4 minus R2 will should takes place. So R4 minus R2 it is going to do depending on that. So carry flag is going to affect. Okay, you have to check for carry flag. Branch CS. So BCS means branch to label skip if carry flag is set. Branch to label skip if carry flag is set. Okay. That means compare number 1 and number 2. Since we are arranging data in ascending order, always the higher data should be at the right side. That means right side should go. If carry flag is set, that means no need to do the exchange. No need to do the exchange. Else, what you have to do, the smaller number you have to bring it to first location, and higher number you have to put in the right location. So this is store R2 content. First number you have to store into that higher position value. Okay, first number you have to store to 10004th location. After this post increment, you see here, post increment is -4 here. So after the transfer, R0 should be decremented by 4. So now R0 is decremented by 4. For decremented position, decremented by 4 means you are going to get original location, first location 100000. So for that location, we are putting the second number. We are putting the second number into that location. Okay. And after this, post increment is +4. Once again, you have to come back to the second position 10000004. So after transferring, post incremented by 4, R0 will be incremented by 4. So after the first this one, again R0 will come to 0x10000004 only. Okay. So here first number is transferred to second location, then decremented by 4. For decremented value, we stored the second number and once again increment the R0 by 4. So first two data are going to get exchanged. See, normally lower number should be in the first address, first lower data, because we are arranging the data in ascending order. So next is skip. So what happens if already the first and second numbers are already there in the ascending order, then no need to exchange. These two you have to skip. So these two instructions you have to skip. So if already the first data and second data already in the ascending order, then no need to do the exchange of first and second location. So you have to come to skip location. Skip is the label. So here, since we already first two data, we did one comparison between the first and second data. And so one comparison over, no? So we have to decrement R3 by 4. Now R3 is actually 4. Now 4 becomes 3. Again 4 is R3 is not equal to 0. If not equal to 0, then branch to label inner loop. So once again you have to take the value of R0. R0 was again post incremented by 4, no? So that 10004 content is taken to R2, and after that it is post increment by 4. So after transferring 10004th content to R2, it is incremented, R0 will be incremented to +4. So last you are going to get from last LSB from 4 plus 4 means 8. It becomes R0 now becomes 0x10000008. Now take that 10000008 value to R4. Now second number is in R2, third number in R3, R4. Compare second number with third number. Compare second number with third number. Again, if they are already in ascending order, no need to do exchange. Else you have to do exchange by those two instructions. Again, subtract R3. So R3 becomes now from 4 it becomes 3, 3 becomes 2, from 2 it becomes 1. Once again not equal to 0, go that. So this will repeat. So once R3 becomes 0, after the first comparison, you can check in the location. You are going to get the highest number at the right side. It will be present in the last location of your data. So now actually that will provide you only the highest data will go to the rightmost corner. Now all remaining 4 data are not actually in the ascending order. So for that, once again you have to do comparison. So for that, what you have to do is, we have outer loop now. Again we declare that outer loop. So that is you are declaring that R1 once again. So subtract R1. R1 is saved here. You can see here. R1 value is actually there. That R1 value, once again you have to move to R3. Again you have to do comparison here. So this will repeat once again until R0 equal to R3 becomes 0. So once again R3, after the second loop, after the second inner loop execution, second highest most element will come to the second byte 1. Okay, that is highest number less than that. It will come to that position. I will show you in the demo. Similarly, you have to repeat this 5 times because outer loop also should become 0. So once everything is over, finally you are going to end up with all the data arranged in the ascending order. So last statement is end b end 1 means branch to label end 1. End 1 is here only. So infinite time it will stay in end loop only. So now we'll compile this program. So build target. So in the build target output you can see we are getting 0 errors. Yes, we are getting 0 errors and 0 warnings. So now let me start debugging. So press this start debug button here. So it will give a warning on evaluation. It is evaluation version. So now I will start debugging. So by default it will go to the startup file line number 131 where it will get the address of underscore underscore main of our program and branch to that. So after two instruction, 2 times if you click single step and single step, it will come to main program address underscore underscore main. So here load R0 with the starting address of the RAM location. So this is the address of RAM location 0x1000000. So here you can observe in the green color. Yeah, if it is not there, you have to open view memory window 1. There you type 0x 1 followed by 7 zeros. By default, all our zeros are there. So now you can modify this data because randomly we have to give some data. So I'm going to click modify data at this. So randomly I will give some 5 data. You can give whatever data you want. For example, I will give first number I will check some 45H. Second number I will take some 75H. Then third number I will take 33H. Then fourth number I will take 99H. Then I will take some 25H. Okay. So this is in the random order 45, 75, 33, 99, 25. I already given H value, that means hexadecimal value. Or if you want, you don't give anything, there is a decimal value. They will be converted into hexadecimal and hexadecimal values are stored there. Now we already given in the hexadecimal. So same values are going to store. You can see 45, 75, 33, 99, 25. This is the data before execution. After the execution, in the first you should have which is the minimum number 30, 25 should be there. Next 33, next 45, next 75, then 95 should come. So in the bubble sort method, we have two loops. Once after the completion of the first inner loop, the highest data 99 will come to this position. Okay, once after that 0, these 4 data are not in ascending order. Again, outer loop you have to decrement. After that, once again, if you repeat the inner loop, you are going to get second highest data in this position. Again, repeat, next third data, highest data will come here. Next data will come here and least number will come here. So that I will show the demo now. So load R0 with this address. So observe the R0 value here. Now R0 is loaded with the starting location of the RAM location. So load R1 with 5. So 5 data are entered. And since 4 comparisons we have to do, so decrement R1, subtract R1 by 1. So now save that 4 into R3 also. Okay, same R3 value is also saved in R3 register. Now inner loop starts. So see here first, this instruction is very important. Check the address present in R0. In R0 we have, all of you please observe here, 1 followed by all zeros. So that is the first location here. The content of that location is what? 45. 45 will go to R2. After transferring, R0 will be incremented by 4. Please observe. First data 45 coming to R2. Now this 1 followed by 7 zeros is incremented by 4. So now it is 10000004. It is post incremented because of this. Okay, why we have to increment by 4 means in ARM Cortex we all the contents can store up to 32 bits data. That means 4 bytes are going to consume. So 4 bytes are used here. So next data starts at previous data plus 4 bytes. Okay, that's why 4 bytes are added here. So now next location is pointing 10004 where next data is present here. This location is this is 100000. This is 100004. This is 10000008. This is next to C, like that. Plus 4 will be there. So now second data. Now R0 is, please here, R0 is 10004. The content of that data will go to R4. So that the data is, you can see here, it is a 45 first data. Second data 75 will be loaded to R4. See, R4 75 came. Now these two data are read. Now comparison, we have to do the comparison. Compare R4 and R2. R4 is 75, R2 is 45. Okay, you have to compare that, and you have to see flags also. I'm opening XPSR. So carry flag is initially it is 1. So now it is not executed. Arrow mark you can see here, it is not still executed. So if I click this, now see what happens to the carry. Now it is showing carry is 1. It is showing carry is 1. So actually it is compared first number with second number, that is R4 comma R2. No, R4 comma R2. So R4 is 75, R5 is 45. So actually it is doing I think R2 minus R4. So this is 75 minus 45. Okay, so it is showing carry flag is 1 here. Okay, so I think it is performing R2 minus R1. So R2 is 45 minus 75 means carry flag is coming. But actually according to the theory, R4 minus R2 should take place. But when you're doing this one, when you compare 75 with 45, it is showing carry flag. Okay, so if carry flag is set, no need to do the exchange, because already see 45 and 75 they are already in ascending order. So no need to check. So we are if branch, if carry flag is set, see here carry flag is 1. So a branch to skip if carry flag is set. So they are already in ascending order. So jump to skip label. Now you can see this control will come to skip. So execute single step. See, exchange does not take place because 45 and 75 already in ascending order. So subtract R3 by 1. So from 4 now it becomes 3. It is not equal to 0. So branch if not equal to 0, label in loop. So it come to a label in loop. Again take the content of R0 into R2. So R0 what is there, you see? In R0 1004 is there. In 1004 75 is there. The 75 will go to R2. In R2 75 came. Again after that it is incremented by 4 because of hash 4. R0 is incremented by 4. Now you can see here R0 becomes 8. So now get the value of this data, this address 100008. So that is third data, that is 33. You can see in the memory 33 will go to R4. So now compare this R4 and R3, R4 and R2. So R4 and R2, 33 minus 75. Okay, or it is going to do reverse. 75 minus 33 will do. So that time your carry value flag will be 0. You can check it out. 75 minus 33 will do. So now carry flag is 0. Once the carry flag is become 0, only if it is set you have to come to skip. Otherwise you have to do exchange. So how to do the exchange? Store R2 content. R2 content what? 75. 75 you have to store to R0. So 75 R0 is value is how much? 1008. So this 75 should move to this position and 33 should move to here. So this 33 should go to previous location, means it should be subtracted by 4. R0 should be subtracted by 4. So that's why store R2 content into R0. R0 is 1008. So 75 will come to here. At the same time R0 will be decremented by 4. After this is a post increment. After transferring R2 to this R0 location, R0 will be decremented by 4. So it will be decremented by 4. For the decremented value of R0, we have to store the R4 value. Okay, so that is going to, again after storing, again R0 will be incremented by 4. Okay, so that once again it will come back to here. So now you can see I will execute single step. You can see 33 and 75 will get exchanged. 33 came and 75. So now these two are get exchanged. Again decrement R3 now it is 2. So again repeat the same thing. Now 75 and 99 are comparing. They are already in ascending order. So no need to do exchange. Now next it will compare 99 with 25. 99 with 25. Please see in the memory. They are not in ascending order. So definitely exchange will take place. 25 will come to there, 99 will go there. Now you can see here, after the completion of inner loop, highest data will be at the right side, and remaining these four data are not in ascending order. So to do this one, what you have to do, you have to perform outer loop. So in the outer loop, R1 is there, no? So R1, once again you take R1 is loaded with 4, decrement by 1 once again, and if it is not equal to 0, go back. So once again do the comparison, same thing will do. So next what happens, next time this will execute 4 comparison. So in this case, again these two will exchange, because 43 and 33 are not in ascending order, they will exchange, and wherever ascending is not there, those numbers are going to get ascended. So last number is already 99, so that time no need of exchange will takes place. So you can execute, I will execute faster. You can see 33 and 45 will get exchange. Next to 45, 75, they are already in ascending order, so no exchange. Next 75 and 25, they are going to get exchange. Now after the second loop, okay, the second highest number will be coming here. So 75, 99 already in ascending order, so no one exchange. So now after the second inner loop, 75 will be there in this position. Again, these three are not in ascending order if sometimes. Okay. So once again execute outer loop, decrement outer loop, and do. Finally, what you are going to get? Third time 45 will come to there. Okay. Third time 45 will come there. 25 will get exchange. Last time 25 and 33 will get exchange. Finally, we are going to come at end position. So now you can check the output. Initially, before execution, we gave the random order. After the execution, if you check the location, RAM location, the datas are arranged in ascending order. First number is 25, next is 33, next is 45, next is 75, next is 99. So this is how to arrange the datas in ascending order. Same program you can convert into descending order by changing BCS. You can branch carry flag set. Instead of branch carry flag set, you can write a branch carry flag clear or something you can do, or you do comparison. Instead of R4 minus R2, you change compare R2 comma R4. You change this one to compare R2 comma R4. Then this program will convert it into descending order. Okay, or you can convert, instead of branch to carry flag set, you can write branch to carry flag clear. So then the same program can work as a descending order. So if you give a data, you're going to get 99, 75, 45, 33, and 25. Okay, so let me check that BCC is there or not. We'll see now. Yeah, BCC is there. Branch carry flag clear. Okay, so let us compile this program. For descending order, I'm telling no errors. So I start debug. I'm not going to give execute step by step. I'll just execute at a time. So modify data, I am going to give some random data once again, 65H, comma 44H, comma 95H, comma 12H, comma 35H. Okay, so these are the random data I entered. So these data should execute, and after the completion of this should be in the descending order. So I'll execute fast. You can see if already they are in descending order, no exchange will take place. Next 44 and 95 convert, they are not in ascending order, so exchange will take place. So next exchange will take place. Finally, the least number 12 will be at the right side. Similarly, that is outer loop is completed. Next, once again, it will compare remaining 4. If they are already in descending order, no exchange. Okay, so now I think no exchange will take place. All the data you can see they are in a descending order, so no more exchange will take place. So till the end, we will not do any exchange. So finally, we'll ended. Finally, see 95, 65, 44, 35, 12. So they are in descending order. So we changed instead of BCS branch carry flag is set, we changed that one to branch carry flag is clear. Okay, thank you. So I will change this one to once again. This is ascending order now, so I'm going to change this one to carry flag set only. Thank you very much.